Rick really deserves this award because he has applied for numerous grants to impact our community in a positive way.
He's incredibly focused on the Elks and the community and what we do for them, and I think he should get the kudos for that.
Rick not only writes the grants that allow us to have the funds to do the work, but Rick actually comes out and participates in the jobs with us. So he has a saw and a hammer in his hand.
He gives his time and his energy and just devotes his desires to serving the community.
He just always seems to be looking for opportunities to help in the community. I can't think of a more worthy recipient.
My motivation to be involved in the Community Investment Program and the Elks National Foundations is simply seeing all the volunteers working towards common goals for the betterment of our communities. We help young children that are hungry. We help feed and clothe families. We do lots of the work that people are unable to do the work themselves. One of the grants we used was a Promise Grant, and we used that to support drug awareness and youth activities. We held 3 dances. The first was over Halloween. We had an incredible amount of kids and family. We had a canine unit, so a police officer came with his drug dog and did a demonstration for us, spoke to the children about the dangers of drug use, and it was really a great party and a dance atmosphere.
He came up to me and said, "Oh, there's a police officer and a dog outside waiting." He was just like a child getting excited about having this police officer and his dog there.
In January, we held a life skills dance, and that was very special. We had 9 local high schools come in with all their students, and there were students in wheelchairs and students in scooters, and once that DJ cranked up the music, the students were never leaving the dance floor. The special moment came when you looked around and you saw the Elks with tears in their eyes because all these high school kids were able to dance and be themselves. That was probably one of the most special moments that I've ever had as an Elk. We also had a Rebuilding Together Washington County partner, so that was a Beacon grant. And what we do is we go to different houses in the community and we help build wheelchair ramps, replace siding on houses, painting, small construction projects, yard cleanup and things like that for people, that adults and children and have disabilities and can't do the work themselves. Generally people in the community that need lots of help and can't afford it.
One of my favorite times working with Rick, we were rebuilding with Washington County, rebuilding together a wheelchair ramp for an 11-year-old child. And not only was Rick there, myself, but half a dozen other Elk members. And it was just great being able to assist someone, especially that young, that didn't have good access to his own home, and that we were all working together as Elks and as community members to provide a valuable service to someone that really needed the assistance.
I have worked with Rick on the Community Investment Project for the Backpack Buddies, which is a program that services the children in our community with backpacks for food for the weekend.
Each week, Elks go out and procure food and pack it in backpacks and then give the backpacks to impoverished kids at Title I schools at 2 of our local elementary schools.
The 2 schools that we service have about 400 children and 75 to 80 children. Every week we send backpacks home full of food. We get feedback from all of the counselors on how excited the kids are to receive the backpacks on the weekends.
Then of course we have the Impact Grant. So the last couple of years we've used the Impact Grant to support the Hillsborough Family Resource Center, providing food and clothing and other household items to impoverished families in the community. We actually support thousands of people and many hundreds of families that come in on a daily basis.
The Hillsborough Elks partnered with the Resource Center a couple years back through Rick Shipley. The Elks National Foundation Impact Grant has supported our garden program. It supported purchasing computers to help us run more fluidly. It supported us with fridges and freezers for our food pantry, and through a variety of other projects that without them we wouldn't be able to function the way that we do.
Because of the Elks support, we've been able to expand the opportunities we have for our families. It's just been a great opportunity for us to offer things that we wouldn't otherwise be able to offer.
This award means a tremendous amount to me, but I do not do any of the work alone. I only help lead some of the efforts and fill in where I can to try and coordinate some of the projects. I have a great team that works and supports me on a regular basis, and the Elks National Foundation is just a great organization where we can give back and we can help. And really the great thing is we see how much our work is helping the community.